You're listening to Turkish Football Podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Turkish Football and Turkish Super Lig Podcast. It's been exactly 2 months that I haven't been doing any Turkish Football, Turkish Super Lig podcast because of the devastating earthquakes happened in Turkey back in February 6th. The last time I had podcast here, it was the January 30th. It was the week 21 we talked about it. And ever since then, because all that happened in Turkey in 11 cities, over 50,000 dead and over 100,000 people injured in that devastating earthquake, I did not feel like talking about football. And I apologize for that, but still, I pray for those people who lost their lives and also who are injured, who are also homeless. They're still in the tent, in the mud. It is not a good scene in those cities. So, but anyway, the life goes on. But I think life doesn't go on for those people who are suffering still after almost 55 days. So just want to give you a heads up on that. But like I said, I decided to come back and do this podcast in 15 minutes. I'll talk about the Turkish national team, and we'll talk about the week 27 coming up. And also, the Derby match is going to be happening on Sunday. There are very important matches on week 27. Before I get to that, I will talk about what happened in the national team break. As you know, Turkish national team had 2 matches in the Euro 24 qualifications. And the first match, they came back behind to beat Armenia in Armenia 2-1, and the team did not look good at all, but they were lucky to get that 3 points. After getting that 3 points, while Croatia lost their match, and Turkey ended up in the first place in that group. But in the second match, and Turkey was playing in Bursa Stadium, and then they lost against Croatia. Now, before this match, as I said, Turkish national team was in the first place in the group, and a tie or a win would have put Croatia back in the standings. But what happened? Croatia played much better, as you know. They're a much better team than Turkish national team, and Turkish national team had many chances in the first 20 minutes. They could not finish it. And then what happened? And then Croatia beat Turkish national team 2-0. And then Croatia captured the first place in this group. And Croatia with 4 points and Wales with 4 points. Now, Turkish national team is in third place with 3 points. So, you know, if you follow these groups, only 2 teams goes up. And Turkish national team has to win their remaining matches. There's a lot of matches to be played. Just let me give you some close games that is coming up in June. Turkish national team will travel to Latvia on June 16th and will be home against Wales on June 19th. So those 2 important matches. And then there will be another 3 matches coming up later on in the year, around September, October, November. So from now on, Turkish national team has to win their home matches and get at least points in away matches. So things are not looking good for Turkish national team and Stefan Kuntz. And Stefan Kuntz is under a lot of pressure by the Turkish sports media. And I tell you, he made a lot of mistakes in this match against Croatia. let's hope that against Latvia and also against Wales, he should do better. But right now, they want Stefan Kuntz to be resigned, and we'll see what happens. And also, from there, as you know, their Turkish national team are also looking for coaches. In the meantime, by the sports media, they're talking about Sergen Yalçın or Fatih Terim or some Turkish coach, because right now, the sports media in Turkey, they want Turkish coach. We'll see what happens later on, but I think right now Stefan Kuntz still has not resigned. He's still with the job. You never know, after May 15th elections in Turkey, things might change. So let's get to the Turkish Super League. As you know, Turkish Super League first place team, Galatasaray, was in the straight roll in week 26. They were going to make it the 15 in roll, but that then did not happen, and Konyaspor beat them in Konya 2-1. So the streak for Galatasaray ended at the 14th straight matches. So week 27 will start on Saturday. It will end on Monday, and there are 12 weeks to play in the Turkish Super League, and there are very important matches in this weekend. Saturday, there are 4 matches. Trabzonspor will be at home against Kayserispor. Başakşehir will be at home against Ankaragücü. Hatay Sivasspor match, as you know, Hatayspor and Gaziantepspor has been dropped from the league because of the devastating earthquake that happened in Hatay and also Gaziantep. So these teams will not play their matches. Their opponents automatically will get 3 points in the remaining of the season. But there's a lot of hoopla and talks going about this. Some teams want all the points that these teams earn in the first half of the season to be demolished. So it is chaos right now, but the Turkish Football Federation hasn't decided. They said that the remaining matches that for the teams that will play against these two teams will earn 3 points. So in this Hatay-Sivasspor match, Sivasspor will get the 3 points. And the Saturday's very important match, Galatasaray will host Adana Demirspor. Galatasaray with 60 points and Adana Demirspor has 45 points. Now, in case of Galatasaray losing point or points, this will make very interesting going into Sunday to the derby match between Fenerbahçe and Beşiktaş. So if Galatasaray earns 3 points, the gap will be still there. But in case of Galatasaray losing point or points, the race on top will change. On Sunday, there are 4 matches. Ümraniye will host Konyaspor. Giresunspor will host Alanyaspor. Gaziantep Kasımpaşa match will not play. And Kasımpaşa will earn 3 points there. And a derby match on Sunday, the last match on Sunday, Fenerbahçe will host Beşiktaş. Very important match for Fenerbahçe. Fenerbahçe with 54 points and Beşiktaş with 49 points. Actually, it is very important match for both teams. On Monday, İstanbulspor will host Fatih Karagümrük. İstanbulspor with 24 points and Fatih Karagümrük, Pirlo's team, has 31 points. Now, in the week 27, Antalyaspor will have a bye weekend. Going into week 27, we see Galatasaray, as I said, on top with 60 points. Second place team, Fenerbahçe with 54. Third place team, Beşiktaş with 49. And fourth place team, Adana Demirspor with 45. fifth place team is Trabzonspor, defending champions, 44 points. So it is very crucial weekend coming up here in week 27. We'll see what happens. In the bottom of the barrel and the relegation zone, since this two teams are going to stay in the league, Turkish Football Federation decided to have only two teams relegate this season, end of this season. So there's going to be two teams will drop down to lower division. Now, looking at the last team right now in the 19th place, Ümraniye with 22, 18th place team, which is Hatay. We're not counting. They're staying. 17th place, Giresunspor with 23 points. 16th place team, İstanbulspor with 24. 15th place team, Ankaragücü with 25. 14th place team, Gaziantep with 25, which they will stay in the league. 13th place team, Kasımpaşa, who has they sacked their coach Selçuk İnan. Kasımpaşa with 26 points. Sivasspor 12th place with 27 points. All these teams, even up to 10th place team, Alanya Antalya, who are with 28 points, are in right now in the danger zone in the remaining of 12 weeks. If they don't start winning, they're going to be one of the, actually, two of these teams will be going down. So Ümraniye is on the move, trying to collect points. Also, İstanbulspor too. So we'll see what happens. The race in the bottom of the barrel in the Turkish Super Lig, it will get hotter just like on top. So, and after week 27, there will be Turkish Cup quarterfinal matches. April 4th, on Tuesday, Ankaragücü will host Trabzonspor. And on Wednesday, Galatasaray will host Başakşehir. On Thursday, April 6th, Fenerbahçe will be at home against Kayseri. And Gaziantep, since they are not playing this season, Gaziantepspor Sivasspor match will not be happening in the Turkish Cup quarterfinals. So Sivasspor will go to next round. So those are the matches will be happening in the midweek after week 27. That is going to be very, very crucial weeks coming up. And because Galatasaray will have a bye after this Başakşehir match in the Turkish Cup quarterfinals. And we'll see. But it's a very important match for Galatasaray tomorrow on Saturday. It is probably the most important match of the week 27. But the outcome from that match on Saturday between Galatasaray and Adana Demirspor should be very interesting, because Adana Demirspor with 45 points, they will try to give hard time to Galatasaray because they are very close to Beşiktaş with points, and Galatasaray want to probably win this match and then keep the gap on top. So things are looking this way so far before week 27. And also, couple notes. Fenerbahçe coach Jorge Jesus will not be on the sideline for Fenerbahçe. He was fined by Turkish Football Federation, and a lot of the players that played in for their national teams just came back, and they're in town today for Beşiktaş and Fenerbahçe, also Galatasaray, because they have many foreign players who are traveling back to Turkey. And Fenerbahçe and Beşiktaş also has some injured players, and Valencia, the top scorer in the Turkish Super Lig, who has 25 goals. We will probably see him on the field, but he's questionable for this derby match. So pretty much this is the things for this podcast. I know my 15 minutes is up. Listen to my podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. My name is Ahmet Turgut. See you next time. Bye-bye.